Hey Austin, Scott Walker with Impact League, and we just spoke on the phone. Just making this video showing you some tips and tricks on how to improve your online presence and get leads through your website, Google Ads, and Google Business Profile. If you like what you see, let's set up a discovery call and we can see if we're a good fit. If not, thank you so much for your time. So, first off, really like your website. I love your logo. It's way different than anybody else's I've seen out there, so that's awesome. But one thing I really recommend for your website is to add more content. The reason I say that is because Google loves to see content. They want to see 1,500 to 2,000 words on your homepage. Throughout that content, you want to be found for a buyer intent keywords, which usually mean a service and a location together. So like water damage restoration in Salt Lake City. The other thing you could do is if you have imagery in the background here, which I don't think, instead of it saying home advanced or disaster restoration, this could be saved as an alternate text and that could count as content. Save it as a keyword, a buyer intent keyword, and it counts as content as well because it's embedded behind the photo. So I do use a tool called Eris to show me your analytics and what you're setting. The DR and UR is the strength and trust that Google has for your website. These are on a scale of 100, so you want those continuously moving up while also balanced. You're currently at 2 and 3 due to your referring pages and domains. And what those are backlinks. And if you don't know what a backlink is, it's when one website links to another website via clickable button or text. But not all backlinks are created equal, so you do want to stay relevant to your industry and location whenever possible. It looks like you're only being indexed for 4 keywords. It doesn't really show that you're getting anybody to your website. So just to kind of show you the keywords that you are being indexed for, water and mold restoration, that's a national keyword. Flood restoration company near me. I don't know why there's a Chicago one for fire damage, but as you can see, like those are the types of buyer intent keywords that you want to be found for, like this one right here, fire damage repair Chicago. So I just did a quick search for water damage restoration Salt Lake. Right up top is going to be your Google Guaranteeds. This is great for the consumer and the business owner. For the business owner, if you get a phone call and it's not a real lead, you can dispute it and you can get your cost per click back. As for a consumer, I know that these companies are licensed and insured and also have a background check on. So that's kind of the cool guaranteed for those. And then we move down into just the regular Google ads. These are a cost per click. You don't get your money back for these ones, unfortunately. But a great way to have a good click-through rate is to have as much of this keyword inside of the ad as possible. So it says water restoration in Salt Lake City. It does say damage right here, water removal, flood cleanup. So it looks like the service that I'm in, the service I'm looking for in the location. So you should have a good click-through rate like that. And then what you want to do for a landing page experience is have a click to call right up top, a form submit, what you do, where you do it, any promotions you might be running right now, and then have the background imagery correlate to the search term. So if you're doing water damage, then have a water damage repair. If it's fire damage, have some fire on the background, because then they instantly know they're in the right place. And then just to kind of give you a glimpse of some of the searches, like water restoration near me, this is just Salt Lake County. Water damage restoration near me, water damage services near me. All of these, there's thousands of searches each and every month. So you could be put in front of a lot of people's different searches for you. And then we move down into the Google Business Profile. It's totally okay you're not here right now. There's lots of ways that you can get here. First off is making sure your name, address, and phone number are the exact same across the internet so you don't mislead Google. On top of that, getting good reviews is really beneficial. I have a little trick that can help you get good reviews quickly if you have a good client list, and or just as you get new clients and get them signed up. So the last thing I always recommend is to put your name, address, and phone number into different directories like yellowpages.com, because Google's like a big popularity contest, and by giving out your information to as many people as possible, Google will start to trust you more, and that's not just in your local area, but in your surrounding areas as well. And then being in the Google Ads and Google Business Profile, about 60% of traffic stops right there. So we go down into your organic listings, which are your websites. It looks like ServPro is one of your top competitions for this. So looking at their website, they do have a little bit more content on here. So when you start to have more content, better buyer intent keywords, those authoritative backlinks and citations, you could start to outrank your competition. And to kind of give you some search terms and examples, I just did Bountiful Salt Lake in West Valley. Looking up restoration here, And as you can see, like water damage restoration Salt Lake City, there's 150 searches each month for that keyword right there. And then Salt Lake City water damage restoration, another 80. So between those two, there's 230 searches each and every month. So when you start to outrank your competition, a percentage of these volumes will start going to your website instead of theirs. And there's 1,300 search volume each month. And then when they start to go to your website, if you have good call to actions, you'll have a good conversion rate from there, and then a percentage of the people who are calling or contacting you will turn into customers for you. So Austin, I hope that this was really beneficial for you guys, and if you like what you see, let's set up a discovery call. Have a great day.